have I been doing during quarantine? Apparently killing plants. Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I am going to be doing basically a little bit of a chit chat, get ready with me, showing you guys kind of my everyday makeup look for these quarantine days. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video. Also be sure to give this a thumbs up if you like this video and would like to see more from me. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I have to address is, yes, if you go back and you look at the last video that I updated, if you go back and you look at the last video that I uploaded, it was almost a month ago. I am so sorry. I really didn't want to be one of those people who only uploaded once a month, and I kept saying like, oh, we're gonna pick up steam. Is that pick up steam? Is that what you do? We're gonna get going, we're gonna get moving, I'm gonna start uploading a lot more, maybe get back to my 2 to 3 videos a week that I was doing before I started teaching, but I seem to have gotten worse, even though I now have more time in my house. It has been, I will say it has been a busy few weeks. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting stuff on. So this is my kind of everyday look. Not that I wear makeup every day, because typically if I don't go anywhere or see much of anybody or anything, I won't wear any makeup at all, like not even mascara. But if I'm gonna be seeing somebody, if I'm going to be doing like a Zoom meeting, or if I'm gonna be teaching over Zoom, or if I'm going to be, I get together with my parents and my sister and her family every Saturday. So I'll do this when we get together for that. This is if I wear makeup during this quarantine. This is what I do. It's pretty quick, it's pretty simple, and most of these products, yeah, most of them are drugstore. There are a couple that are more on the high end. I always start with sunscreen. This is my Bare Republic Mineral Sunscreen Lotion for the face. So for those of you who do not know, I am an elementary school PE teacher. This is actually my first official year as a teacher. I've done some, obviously I did my student teaching, and then I did some long-term subbing, and then I was a substitute teacher for 2 years. And then I was a PE parapro, which a parapro is a teaching assistant. I was a PE parapro for a little bit as well, but this was my first official year as a lead PE teacher, and it was difficult. Next I'm gonna go in, this is really nice. I don't use this really as a primer. I kind of use it just as a glowiness, to add a little bit of glow to my face. This is the Henriksen Banana Bright Face Primer. With this pandemic, obviously teachers have switched over to digital learning. We've been focusing on digital learning, and I know a lot of people are like, how do you do PE over the internet? It's actually very possible, and even before the coronavirus, there were virtual physical education teachers for online schools. I have actually tried to get a job for virtual schools with PE over the last few years. I actually was verified as an online teacher. So I've actually been really enjoying it. I think it has made us be a little more creative, and one of the hardest things and one of the biggest difficulties that I had this year was working directly with the students and having so many of them, because I would have close to 50 students in the gym all at the same time. It was very overwhelming. I enjoy this kind of distance learning because I feel like I can actually teach them something without having to worry about Johnny's over there on top of Bobby and little Susie is over there licking the floor. I almost felt like a glorified babysitter with that many kids in the gym. Every other thing that I've done, my long-term subbing, my student teaching, I only had one class in the gym at a time. So I would only have maybe up to 24, 25 students in the gym. And so that was so much easier to deal with. It was so much easier to handle. And that's what I was used to. And I felt like I could actually teach the kids, because when you put double the amount, when you multiply that amount, you're like, who am I supposed to be looking at? Anyways, so now I am going in with the Physicians Formula Organic Wear Silk Foundation Elixir. I have the shade Light to Medium. Yeah, but I've been really enjoying digital learning and kind of coming up with, there are a lot of resources out there. So luckily I haven't had to like start from scratch and completely think of everything like on my own. But I've really been enjoying doing the digital learning and digital teaching. I feel like I can actually finally teach. One of the things is this Friday, you know, if any of y'all think back to your elementary school days, and remember one of the best days of the year was field day. I wanted us to still have a field day even though we're learning digitally. And so this organization called Open Phys Ed, which is where I actually typically go to get a lot of lesson plan ideas, I saw that they were putting on a virtual field day. And so they sent out all these event cards, you know, of different field day events that you could do using things that you find around your house. And so I am organizing our school's field day, which is this Friday. It's been a lot to organize it, and so that is one of the reasons why it has been almost a month in between my videos. So if anybody else out there is a teacher, how are you liking the digital learning? Do you like it better? Do you like it? Do you not like it? So next I'm gonna go in for my concealer. This is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I have the shade Medium Peach. So now that we've got that, I'm going to take just a little bit of powder. This is from Monica Dar. This is the Flawless Finish Dual Powder. I like to get something that's around my skin tone because I'm not a huge fan of highlighting under my eyes. And see, we've got a little bit of a glow to the face. That's because of that Banana Bright primer. I love it. So I actually haven't been wearing any highlighter recently. We are going to go into bronzer as always. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Check it out. Look at that. I would love to know how y'all are doing during quarantine. If it's like your thing, if you're flourishing in this quarantine, or if you're like, let me go someplace. I feel like as an introvert, I'm actually doing pretty well. It's kind of one of those things where you're like, well, I wish it had happened under better circumstances, and I wish that this wasn't why we were doing this, but I don't mind doing this. I don't mind not seeing people and going to places with a lot of people and, you know, doing things. I don't mind being forced to stay home and having an excuse, having a legitimate excuse not to go out. But I know some people, it's just the worst, so, and I understand. I would love to know what kind of videos you guys are interested in watching. Do you like watching reviews? Do you like watching tutorials? Do you like watching favorites videos, challenge videos? What do you like to watch? So now I'm gonna go in with Essence the blush. I've been wearing blush a lot recently and I've really been enjoying it. I've really been liking it. So this is a really pretty shade. This is the shade 10, Befitting. For the eyes, really I've just been doing that thing that I talk about all the time doing. If you're in a pinch or if you want to do something just really quick, take your bronzer, get a nice little blending brush, and just put that in the crease. So what is one thing that you guys have missed during quarantine? With me, I miss movie theaters. I love the whole movie going experience. It's one of my favorite things. And I also just miss like going to Target or going to Hobby Lobby or Walmart or, you know, TJ Maxx or Ulta. I, again, didn't think that I would because, you know, I flourish being just at home. I'm such a homebody. But there are just certain things that I do miss, and I miss going to restaurants, you know? I miss eating with being surrounded by other people. Not necessarily interacting with them. Then you can leave it like this. I actually think this looks really pretty. But if you want to add a little bit of shimmer to your day, you can go in with whatever highlighter you're using or whatever your favorite highlighter is. This one right here is the Wander Beauty Wanderess Glow After Hours. I'm just going to take my highlighting brush and get some some of that, and then just, so you got this little bit of a glossy look to your eyes. I love doing this. For mascara, I seem to be using a lot of Physicians Formula products today, but for mascara, I'm gonna use the Organic Wear Fake Out Mascara from Physicians Formula. Now this is a product that I initially was very underwhelmed by. I have a video testing out some of the products in the Organic Wear line. I'll put that in the cards if you wanna go check that out. But I was very underwhelmed by this. I thought it made my eyelashes look really pretty, but I thought it took too much time to build it up to that point. But I've kind of changed my tune. So that's another idea I've been thinking about for a video on products that I changed my mind about. So products that I may have done a video on my channel, and you know, initially I really liked them, or I initially really didn't like them, but after using them for a little bit, I changed my mind, and kind of give a little bit of an update on those products. So that is pretty much it. We are just going to put on a little bit of lip gloss, which of course, this is the Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb. This is the Makeup Revolution Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Kiss. Hopefully they've got this back in stock. But if you want something that's just clear, I recommend the shade Glaze. It's really nice clear gloss. All right, so this is the final look. I'm feeling myself. But this is really quick. If I hadn't been talking that whole time, it probably would have been done in like 5 minutes. If you want something that's really simple, easy, natural, but yet makes you look and feel put together, I would definitely recommend trying this out. All of the products I put on my face will be linked in the description box down below. That is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I will definitely try to get another video up within the next week. That is a goal I am making for myself, is to get back to doing at least 1 video a week. I'm hoping there's only like 2.5 weeks left of school, so I'm hoping that once that is done and over with, I will have the summer where I don't have anything that I have to do. So I will have the summer to get back into the routine of filming, editing, posting videos, coming up with ideas. So hopefully I can get back to my regular 2 days a week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And that is it for today's video. I almost forgot how I sign off. That is it for today's video. I will see you guys. No. What is it? So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.